Good day YouTube, this is Light Army M1 here, and I'm back from a long retirement of not doing YouTube. I really wanted to get around to show you some of my new stuff and to give you a little bit of tips with the musket and with the Civil War drill. But to first start off, some stuff I got new. I got a Pedersoli 1861 Springfield. I sold my Pedersoli 1853 Enfield musket to a friend of mine in another unit because I wanted to get a more Union gun, because what I started off with was the 1853 Enfield musket, which was more for the Confederate Army, and I wanted to get something more Union, and I like the Springfield a little bit better. So first I got that. I kept the sling from the Enfield. It's basically the same sling for both the Springfield and the Enfield. And then I got a new bayonet and scabbard, Springfield bayonet and scabbard. The scabbard is a 7 rivet. Not a big fan of the 7 rivet, but it was pretty cheap with the bayonet, so how could I refuse? But I am planning on getting a 2 rivet, one which is more of the early war, and I prefer it a lot more. But this one will work for now until I get more into the season. I did get new is this hat from Sakala, which is a nice cap. I do more of the Western Theater, so this is pretty correct for the Western Theater. So that's really about it. I'm going to be getting a knapsack, a gum blanket, and a new cartridge box. This cartridge box, if you actually can see, you can't really see with that camera, it's not the best quality, but it's the South Carolina breastplate from Confederate stuff. I just haven't had the money to get new stuff, and I really wanted to get a new cartridge box for Union instead of replacing the brass on the box and the buckle. The chest piece. So anyway, what I did want to say about the manual of arms is I've actually seen some videos on YouTube of people that are in the Civil War hobby, reenacting and in competition shooting, and just average people buying the 1861 Springfield or the Enfield or any of the muzzle loaders from the Civil War period, the Lorenz and all that. But I just wanted to say, I've seen this, and this has really bothered me, what they were doing. When they were going to this position to load, I was just showing you the position that they did it, but this position to load, which your feet are together, you load from here, grab the cartridge all the 9 times. I don't have one in there, but, and then all that. I would see them do this, or this. Sometimes, they would use their own ramrods, but if they're really interested in the period doing the competition shooting, they should really learn how to do it how the soldiers did it. The soldiers would have had it like this, planted between their feet. It depends on what side you are on, the Union or the Confederate. The Confederate adopted both this style and this style, where they went to the side. I'm not a big fan of this style. I just think this is a lot more easier to come to from shoulder arms, load, down, instead of shoulder arms. All in personal preference. But from here, load. And I just seen them do it like this. I've even seen reenactors do it, even some that have higher rank. Usually mean that they've been in the hobby longer. Not necessarily, but most of the time, if they're like a sergeant or even a corporal, they've been in the hobby for at least a good 4 years, I would say. That's the average. So, just saying, just how it's supposed to be with all the loading procedures. And real quick, I do want to go over 9 times, loading by the 9 times. Not very hard. It just goes from load, 1 handle cartridge. Actually, I do have a cartridge. Handle cartridge, and you put it between your teeth. Tear cartridge is number 2, which I'm not going to do. I'm just in my backyard. and then you hold it here, and it says load cartridge, where you go into this part, and you get the ball and you seat it in there. And then draw a rammer. Draw a rammer is number 4. And then you just place it right here. And then ram cartridge 5. Not a big fan of that, but. And then 6, bring it up. Bring it half cock, like that, to your feet. And then prime with a percussion cap filled with fulminated mercury on the nipple. And then shoulder arms. And this shows that you're ready to fire. So then it goes to ready, aim, and fire. But I'm not gonna fire. So. Yep, and that's really about it. I might have miscounted the steps, but that's basically the gist. Just a couple more things I want to say. I'm super pumped about using this musket. I just got it last week, so whenever you're watching this in the future, on the date it's uploaded is the day, in the past week. So that's really about it. One more thing, kind of an important subject I want to talk about. I was thinking about changing the YouTube channel's name. If you guys are still with me, all the 104 subscribers I have, if you're still with me, I was thinking more about doing some airsoft videos and getting a GoPro and doing stuff like that. I was thinking about changing it to Mariner Airsoft. So if you guys like that, hit me up, hit a like on this video if you'd like that. If you don't, just want me to keep my name and just do airsoft videos anyway, and just tell me that. Alright guys, this is Iron Man 1 signing out.